The jungles and swamps of Lustria are home to strange beasts, unlike those found anywhere else in the world. Amongst these creatures are the fire-breathing monsters known as salamanders. Large, lizard-like animals that hunt in the swamps and estuaries of Lustria's jungles, salamanders are incredible ambush predators. Their stocky legs and heavily muscled tails can rapidly propel them across short distances on both land and water, bringing them close enough to their prey to deliver the killing blow. If this was all salamanders were known for, they would probably be forgotten among the plethora of other monsters inhabiting that tropical continent. What distinguishes them from the other predators of the Lustrian undergrowth is the fiery goop they vomit at their prey. When a salamander goes to kill its victim, it will spit a volatile, sticky liquid at them that ignites when exposed to air. This pitch-like substance clings to its target, burning them to death without exposing the salamander to danger. The Lizardmen, creative as always, have learned how to take advantage of this unique talent. By capturing and training salamanders to follow the prodding of their jabbing spears, skinks can get the beasts to vomit their fiery payloads at certain targets. While it's a dangerous job, the benefits of harnessing a salamander in battle makes it worth the risk. They're often assembled into groups known as hunting packs, comprising of both salamanders and their skink handlers. These hunting packs can burn the enemies of the Great Plan, reducing hordes of Skaven, greenskins, and servants of chaos to charred corpses. In the written record, there is no salamander hunting pack explicitly known as the Umbral Tide. Instead, the name belonged to a dark elf Blackark that haunted the waterways of Lustria. Emerging from the depths of the Blackway in the year 2512 of the Imperial calendar, its villainous inhabitants raided the coastal ruins of the Lizardmen, seeking valuable relics of a bygone era. The Slan would not stand for this theft, and sent the exalted Saurus Scar veteran Kroq-Gar, last defender of Zotel, to deal with their insult. Once the mage priest beached the Umbral Tide with powerful magic, Kroq-Gar commanded a unit of skinks, Kroxigors, and salamanders to overrun the ship. The salamanders and their handlers had a critical role in the battle, their flaming spittle burning the well-defended towers of the Dark Elves. Robbed of their defensive positions, the Druchi quickly fell to the reptilian onslaught they found themselves under. No Dark Elf survived the battle, and now their vessel's burnt hull sits as yet another reminder of what happens when you cross the children of the Old Ones. It is likely that the Umbral Tide Regiment of Renown in Total War Warhammer was inspired by this battle. It is possible that the Salamander hunting pack in question took the name of the ship they burnt in the lore, but if they did, it has never been written down. If you want to believe they did, however, there's nothing stopping you from doing so to reconcile it with the Total War canon. In Total War Warhammer, the Umbral Tide is a Salamander Regiment of Renown on the Lizardmen roster, introduced with the Prophet and the Warlock DLC. In multiplayer, they cost 1,100 gold, making them 80 gold cheaper than a normal rank 9 Salamander hunting pack, and they possess identical stat lines. As far as special abilities go, they possess both the Perfect Vigor and Stock attributes. The combination of these abilities makes them a worthwhile addition to your army. Salamanders are highly mobile, and function best if always maneuvering for better angles, so giving them Perfect Vigor makes them even better at their designated role. The Umbral Tide never need to worry about being less capable over the course of the battle due to fatigue. In addition to this, being able to stalk lets the Umbral Tide get perfectly positioned before unleashing their flaming payloads. As salamanders are vulnerable to ranged attacks, especially cannons and gun units, being able to stalk is super valuable in dodging these attacks. I'm certainly no expert in multiplayer, but I consider the Umbral Tide a must-take if I'm planning on taking a salamander unit anyways. That concludes our overview of the Umbral Tide, the Salamander Regiment of Renown on the Lizardmen roster. I hope you like this introduction to the inhabitants of Lustria on the channel. I know I'm a fan of them. I was super obsessed with dinosaurs as a kid, and if it wasn't for the dwarfs' level of grumpiness, I'm sure the lizards would be my favorite faction. Hopefully this scratches all my fellow dinosaur enthusiasts' itch to see Lizardmen content on the channel for the time being, but I'm sure that I'll be expanding on them in the future. Until next time, this has been Sigmar's Chosen, signing off for now.